Basket Case Mama Fab Finds, and I am here today to do a haul video for you. And I'm sitting down for this one because I just did like 3 videos and I'm standing and my back's really killing me today. It is not happy. It does not like humidity. We got plenty of that here right now. It's been in the 90s. It was supposed to be like in the 70s yesterday most of the day, and it was okay in the morning, but it was super muggy. I'm pulling things nearer to me to show you stuff. So yeah, super muggy. Not my favorite. But this is stuff that I picked up from the Goodwill, not from the expensive thrift store, but I go there on 25% off day, so it's more bearable usually. And I don't get a lot of things there, but every now and then I'll pick up something good. In fact, when I was there the other day with my daughter, I was able to, I went through this clothing, and I always look for Hawaiian shirts. Now, Hawaiian shirts generally, those that are made in like China and stuff, or like even are not terribly exciting. But if you can find one that was made in Hawaii, that's vintage, that's rayon, preferably, although cotton's okay too, but made in Hawaii, they tend to do very well. And I found one about a year ago, and it sold for over $100 in a week, I think. To my husband's utter and sheer shock, just shock. So some of them could go for a lot more depending on what they are and what's on them. Hula girls do very well, but there's other things that do well too. You can look it up. I may even do a Hawaiian shirt video about some of the ones to look for in the tags. But I'm always, if I see brightly colored shirts, I'll go see what the tags say and see if they're anything interesting. And I found a shirt the other day that, now mind you, this store is on the 25% off day laden with resellers. There's just resellers everywhere in the store. So there's guys in the clothing all the time going through the racks. So this was not on a new rack. This was on the actual rack. And it was cute. It was a Hawaiian shirt. It had, I want to say it had toucans or something on it. You'll see it in an upcoming video. But or McCall's or something. It was cute. It had a tag on it of a name and the size, but no like where it's made or anything like that. But I decided to investigate a little further and go like see if it was rayon and if I could find out any more information about it, if it was made in the USA, if it was made in Hawaii. And sure enough, it was made in Hawaii in the USA, and it was rayon. So I was like, oh, all day long good. So I'm not sure of what the price for that one specifically will be because they do vary, but they're always better than a regular shirt, and certainly better than any Hawaiian print shirt you'll get from any other designer out there. But you know, I thought Hawaiian shirts were cool in the beginning. It didn't matter, but I didn't understand. But I understand better now, so it's all good. But just hint, made in Hawaii. If it's made in Hawaii and it doesn't say made in USA, that means it was before Hawaii was a state. That's even better. They're hard to find in good condition. Rayon is usually in the like 60s, 50s, 60s, 70s, I want to say, range. They're, you know, a little bit older, but definitely look for those always. And it doesn't even matter if it's more modern, because I just picked up one that's more modern and it's still worth almost $100. So you just never know. And you know, don't look harder, because I'm telling you, the resellers are fast in the racks, and I'm a reseller and I am fast in the racks. Like, things that I do, touch tells me if it's quality usually. Although I got to tell you, Old Navy gets me every time. And I was talking to another reseller in the store yesterday. He said the same thing. Old Navy, my fingers tell me it's good, and then I see Old Navy. He said that happens to him too. He'll touch it and think, oh, this is nice, and it'll be Old Navy. So don't knock Old Navy quality if you're buying it for yourself, because their clothes are nicely made and they're nice quality material they're using, you know, so kudos to Old Navy. It just doesn't have resale value for me for the reselling business. I always liked Old Navy anyway. Great prices, good quality clothes. They last pretty long time. They don't fall apart on you. So kudos to them. But I just find it funny because you're looking, you know, most of the you can tell the cheap from the high quality as soon as you touch it for most things. But for them, they always trick me all the time. There's a couple other brands that trick me occasionally too, but that one always gets me. It just makes me laugh. But I rifle through the rack pretty quick because it's usually, I can tell by the tag before I don't even read it. I can, I just look at it and yeah, I know what that is. And I'll just rifle through. So I get that they can rifle through pretty quickly. But on certain things, I do stop and do a little more due diligence, like a Hawaiian shirt. If there's nothing on the tag to tell me that it's like made in China, or if it's like Kahlua Bay, Kahlua K or whatever. There's like one that's K and one that's Bay. Those shirts, like, it's not that they don't have value, but they're not worth $100, So, I'll stop and look at them, but I'll look at anything like that. The same thing with bright colored prints, like certain bright colored prints, because some of those are worth something. We're going to have something in this bag when we're going to learn a new brand today, because I didn't know it. You might know it, but I didn't know it. And it's worth decent money. I will pop up here the prices because I don't always remember. I did look them up already, but I didn't, I don't always remember around. I give you a ballpark, and then I put the actual price up here in a little box, and you'll see it. So you're going to see me go down because I have to bend. Maybe I won't bend. Maybe I'll lift it. Hold on. Give me a second. You're going to hear some clanking. It's okay. They're safe. Just there's two things on top that are going to clank a little. There we go. There we go. There we go. We will go through together. So this is from Pier 1. So these are made in Italy tiles. That's a pumpkin. It's a mosaic design. It's old Pier 1 too, but it is stamped made in Italy. So it's a trivet because it has feet as well, or it can be hung on the wall because it has a hanger. So it depends on what you want to use it for. But it's hand painted exclusively for Pier 1. And so I have that one that's a pumpkin. So this, I have the prices. So again, this is an expensive thrift store. So I think it was like $3.49, $3.49 a piece, but 25% off. So it's $12.50, $13.50 divided by 25. So what is that? It's like, figure around $10, a little over $10 divided by 3. So it's like 3, whatever. So it's a little bit less, but it's okay because they're going to be worth enough money that I looked them up before I bought them, because I gotta say, I thought that was a little pricey for trivets, but the tiles do well, trivets do well. So this is a clover, I believe. It could be an artichoke, but I thought it would, I'll have to look at the leaves. I think this is an artichoke, but it looks like, does that look like a purple clover to you? It does to me too. So again, it's numbered, it's made in Italy, it's Pier 1 trivet. Like I said, they were $3.50. So figure they're less than that. They're like $2.80 probably, or something. I don't know. I'm taking the stickers off. So, and that is a yellow bell pepper. So same thing. So there were 3 of them. I probably will sell them individually. I know I could sell them as a lot. And if I could get more for them as a lot, I would, but I don't think I can in this case. Sometimes it pays, like toys. Lotting up a lot of little toys is better because you can get more money for them, because people are getting kind of a whole collection. It's a great idea. But with that, I think lotting them up will devalue it. And like, let's say I could get 20 for them, but I can get, or 25 maybe, but I can get 10 a piece. It's really worth it to me. It'll take a little longer, but it's worth it to me to do it that way. But it depends. But I want to say those were, they were closer to like $15 a piece. So like $45 or so for the whole set. And if I could get 50 for them whole set, then I would do that way. But I probably can get more the other way around. So this is a Lovey. And as if you've watched me before, there's things that I love, and Loveys are one of them. This is Ebba, which is not a great resale brand, but it's okay. It's rattles too, and it is satin on the bottom. So probably 15 to 20, but it might be a little less. Again, I'll pop it up. I'll pop it up. So this one has the tag is cut, unfortunately, but I think it's the same as the next one I'm going to show you because it's squishy. This is squishy. It's really squishy. It's like it's got almost foam inside of it. Squishy. It's not like Squishmallow squishy. It's some other kind of squishy, but it's a cute little cupcake. I'm probably going to lot this with the other squishy I have because, and I'll show you why I bought this. I bought a bag and had these two in there and something else that I wanted. You'll see. But this is a Squeezable, and this is a pig. And he's a, yeah, I think they're sort of the same. I think this is different. The cupcake isn't exactly the same, but he's awfully cute, and he has a curly tail. So I don't know if Squeezamals really do. Oh, it does have Philippians 4:13 on it. So that's a Christian company apparently. They're they're a version of the Beverly Hills Teddy Bear Company, and they're from 2018. That's their tag there. But if you look over here in the corner top, it's got the scripture. I don't know if you can see. Put my hand behind it. There you go. So anyway, but he's cute. He's got his tags too. So I figured put them together. $10, $12 maybe. Why not? But the reason I bought it, if you watch, you know. If you watch, you know. It's a polar bear. But it's not just any polar bear. It's the cute little smiling gund Snuffle Bear. Yes, it is. It's a Snuffle Bear. He's so cute. There is his thing. There's his tag. And it says Snuffles on the back. There we go. Snuffles. So, yeah, these are my favorite. I have a tan one I just picked up. It's in a video. You just probably watched 1 or 2 videos ago. There's a tan one I just picked up that was kind of a peachy tan. So I have to do a little research to find out what he was. I sold a polar bear before. I want to say for around $50. I have a pink one that's listed right now for around $90 because the pink, the lilac, and the yellow go for a lot of money. They take longer to sell, but if you find them, they're worth it. The polar bears do well too, but I don't know how much he is. But I'm going to guess he's probably $20. And he's only, what, 3 inches? 4 inches? 4 inches? 3 or 4 inches tall. My hand is 6. That's why I do this. If you ever wonder, why do you do that? Because my hand is 6 inches from here to my tip of my finger. So I can gauge half of it is 3 inches, roughly. But he's 3 inches. So he's the mini one. But he's adorable. And certainly probably worth more than what I paid for the bag, which was around $3.50. Probably $3 because, again, it was 25% off. So then we have this pretty thing here, and this is called onion flower, I believe is the pattern. I looked it up online. I took a picture with Google and looked it up. But it is Bavaria, Germany on the bottom, and Bavarian pottery does very well. I sold a piece of Bavarian pottery that was like a centerpiece bowl that was very ornate, beautiful. I'll put the name up here for you. I'll have to look it up. But the company that made it makes tons of very ornate things, and a doctor bought it up in New York for his collection. He collects it. He sent me beautiful pictures of his stuff that he collects. This was by far not the most beautiful, but it still was like almost $300. That I think I had it listed for $350, and he paid like right around $300 for it. So you just never know. I got that at a yard sale. So, but this is probably still, it's a small bowl. It's probably a teacup. But anytime you see blue and white, especially Bavaria blue and white, or Delft blue and white is from Holland. Any of those, you saw in another video, I picked up some cups and saucers that were all blue and white. All those go for like $80 a piece. So this piece, I'm going to lowball at 30, I think, and then I'll put up here and let you know what it is, because it may be more than that, but 30 seems reasonable. So this is a handmade pottery mug for a bed and breakfast, Country Willows in Oregon, and I got 2 of them. You'll see the other one will pop up in another video because I only brought in 1 bag, and that was this one. But anytime you see this kind of shaped pottery with this like type of label type thing on the front of it, if you saw another video, I had one that was from a Broken Egg Cafe with a Santa Claus and it said Merry Christmas on it. These are designed for companies by a company called Deneen Pottery, and there's the mark on the bottom. And Deneen Pottery also does one that you'll see, ones with a skeleton, and it's something death, some kind of death. I always forget the name of it. I remembered it on one of the videos I did, um, but their pottery for the one company, the Skull Death Company, sell for hundreds of dollars. These will sell in the 25, 30, 45, $50 range depending on what's on them. The Santa Claus one sells for more. And this one I think still was around 30, but I have two of them, so I might lot them together and just like list them for 50 or so and see what they got, because I only paid $2.50 for two of them. There's something really rare that happened. Like, that was at the expensive thrift store, and it actually had a ×2, as you see, on the price tag, which meant they were both of them I got for $2.50. So there's something you don't see that happens very often. But I was happy about that. So the next thing I have here is a polo shirt, and I actually picked up two of these, maybe three of these, at, I believe, the Goodwill. And they were on the rack. I was on my way out to the checkout, and I saw this pretty shirt, and it's like the athleisure kind of polyester stretchy material. It's a 2X, which is a good size. It's made in Korea, so that got my attention. And I don't like this fabric's not always like something I would normally pick up, but I didn't know the name. The name is Bad Birdie. So those that know will know. And it was $5.49, but again, 15% off. So I looked up the Bad Birdie because there were several in there that were kind of cute, and they were different, and they're good size, and polo shirts, and it's, 'tis the season for golf all the time. So I picked it up and looked them up, and they went for very good money. I want to say $40, $45. So I was like, oh, all right, let's grab those. So Bad Birdie, if you see their polo shirts, you might want to grab them because they're actually pretty nice. Go figure. So this is, again, frames can do very well. There's lots of frames that sell very well. Kat the Nurse Flipper, I think, it has a video about, she does videos about all different kinds of things. I love her content. And she talks about frames, miniatures, purses, wallets, Kachina dolls. She's a big finder of Kachina dolls. All types of jewelry, things like that. And she does videos about, how much they go for, and she looks up things, based on like the highest solds to the lowest solds and things to look for and name brands. So she recently did one on frames. I never pick up frames. I go look through them sometimes because I like little pictures and things, and occasionally I need frames, but I rarely pick them up. But I was going through the store, and again, an expensive thrift store, and I was looking at frames just a little bit, and I happened to notice this one. This is a tri-fold wooden frame, but what caught my eye was it's actually a shadow box as well, and it had some things in it. So I was kind of like, oh, what's in that frame? Because there's something like a little Asian, it's like a little prayer thing here, like Mary Mother of something, and a piece of salt maybe, and a coin. So these might be memories from like visiting Medjugorje or Italy or something. I don't know, but it caught my eye. So I was like, oh, it's got like little things in it. And it was relatively inexpensive at $4, so it was only $3 to me. So, and then I kind of looked at a little more carefully, and I thought, this has got like little, you see the inlays there on the corners, and the back looks kind of older, and then it says frame, Sweden, walnut. So I'm like, oh wait, so this is I'm quite sure is mid-century, 60s, 70s, like because the Swedish stuff was in big time right around then. That was before there was an IKEA. But there was a lot of that minimalist wood, minimalist clean lines type of stuff going on then. So I decided I was going to pick this up. Now, I have not really done any research on this, but I'm going to say 25. It could be more, but I'm going to say probably at least 25. And that side closes, but the other side, sometimes they close like and literally fold together closed, but this one does not do that. Um, so, but it's still amazing and cool, and it's walnut, and it's very nice, and it's in actually very good condition. It's not like super scratched up or anything. So I will take a look at what's in it as well, because who knows what's in it might be something that somebody might be looking for, and that would be nice as well, but we don't know. So, and then the last thing I picked up was another frame, which was what kind of drew my attention over there, was this one, because I just thought it was cute. And it says, oops, upside down. It says, he asked and she said yes. So, 'tis a season for friends getting engaged of my daughter and married. She's at the 25, almost 25-year-old age where this starts happening a lot. And so I figured I would grab that because she does have a friend that just said yes. And she does have a friend that just got married. So there's a lot of that going on. And I do believe that she will be among those in that list coming up soon. I know her boyfriend and her are serious, and you know, that's the direction they will head, I'm pretty sure, unless something catastrophic happens. Um, but they get along great. They mediate great problems. They work together great, and they're really good at communicating usually, and they don't fight a lot. And I don't think they fight hardly at all. They fight a little, but you know, in the beginning they did when they were younger. But they grew up together. They've known each other for such childhood, I guess. Um, um, he always liked her, and she thought he was her brother. Like, but that changed pretty quickly around the senior year of high school. And I did give her a warning. You know, if you change your mind about that brother friendship kind of thing, that you're gonna fall hard, because he already knows all your secrets and all your, you know, all his, and you know all your vulnerabilities. And he is a sweet young man, very sweet. He's very nice. He's very hardworking. He's just a really good guy, and he treats her very nicely. And you know, I always have to yell at her not to be mean to him, because she's not mean. She just, she's sarcastic. It's what she is. Can't imagine where she got that from. But anyway, so it's fun to watch them, developing their relationship, and they're very sweet. Of course, I have a son that's 40, and he's married. He's been married for 15 years, so to his wife. So it's lovely to see her. I saw it happening with him 15 years ago before he got married, with his then girlfriend, who's now his wife. And same thing. I said, she likes you. And he's like, same thing. Like, my kids are clueless. Like, she's got a boyfriend. Well, unbeknownst to him, she'd broken up with her boyfriend. And so I was right. She liked him. I knew it. I could tell. So same with him. I could tell. I mean, it was just obvious. So my children, however, are apparently obtuse. They just didn't get it right away. But it's okay. It worked out in the end. So yeah. So hopefully, we'll see. I'll keep you posted. But 'tis the season for this to be happening with a lot of her friends. They're all of that age, and just kind of the age that they start moving into the next phase, if they're ready to do that. Not everybody is. My husband was a very late getting married guy. He got married to me, and he was in his 40s, and had not been married before. I was married before, but he had not been married before. So I just like to look at it as he was very selective, and he was just waiting for the right person, and I was the right person. We are able to tolerate each other well, and we love each other, of course, and he's very sweet. He's a very nice man and a good man, so I cannot complain at all. I really can't. But it's kind of nice. So it's just 'tis the season, so I thought I would pick that up because she's getting invited to be in weddings, and she's got that going on. So I thought I'd let her have that. If she wanted, she could make it a little gift for somebody, because it was cute, and it's kind of like suede, and it's nice. It's a nice little thing. So I picked it up, And if not, you'll see it on eBay, because that's how that works. So anyway, I am glad you guys came today. Thank you so much for watching this content and listening to me just talk a little about my stuff that I found and the stuff that I'm selling and the stuff that's going on in my life and, you know, the daily grind, so to speak. I appreciate it so much. I really do. I am ever grateful. If you like the content, please give it a thumbs up. That lets the algorithm at YouTube know that you liked it, and it will push it out to other people so they will see it too. And then more people will get to watch, and that's always lovely. And then I get to meet more people. Leave comments, please. Let me know who you are, that you're here, that you like it, what you saw that was cute. Oh my goodness, that's, you know, adorable. Whatever. If you know something I don't know, share. Please share. If you knew about Bad Birdie, share. I didn't know about it. And look, I don't know everything. I don't know half of everything. I probably don't know a quarter of everything, okay, to be fair. But I'm learning every day, and if I learn something, I want to share it with you guys. So again, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, notifications if you want to know when I go live again, and not live again, but, you know, I show up again, when I'm here again, when something posts again, whatever that is. And I will definitely catch you on the next one. Thanks again. Bye-bye.